Now, guys, we have the last episode with the four of us on it came out May 28th. Nielsen Schmielsen.
Wow.
Just to let you know. So we have done the summer break that Matt has always dreamed of. Wow. So just to let you guys know, I'm worried about today.
End of season 1. We're starting season 2.
But we finally made it to season 2.
Wow. Yeah. Unbelievable.
It's like Friday Night Lights, but even longer.
I will update the iTunes. Listen, the thing is that sometimes when you haven't podcasted for a while, okay, a lot of stuff is going to come out, and we got to be careful.
We've got to go.
We've got to go. Listen, we all have a lot to say. We have a lot of stuff built up inside, that we want to get out. You just got to be, let's just try to contain ourselves. We are going to talk a little bit. We're still going to do a 69-minute episode today.
I did my own private podcast for 20 minutes before the episode just so I could last longer. It was called High School Football Rules.
Yeah, wow.
Shoot
That's
this podcast all over my shoulder, so I had to prep a little bit.
Now, there have been some current events that we have not been able to talk about, so I'm just going to cover some right now. So I'm going to do a big batch of jokes. It's going to cover everything we missed. Ready?
Bring it.
Oh my God, we killed the supreme leader of Iran. What do you have, sour cream on him? Leader supreme. All right. Oh my God, it was supreme leader Diana Ross. No. Listen, I had a lot of supreme leader.
I was thinking onion, green pepper and sausage and onions instead of the sour cream.
Like a supreme pizza.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking.
Wow.
Matt's going to turn this off if we talk anymore about vegetable pizza.
Oh, Strait of Hormuz? Not when I knew him his sophomore year of college.
What?
Oh, he was the gay of Hormuz.
Gay, yeah. That's okay.
Okay.
When you knew him, he was gay?
Topical.
If you see the bottom of it, it's not a reflecting pool, it's a refracting pool. You know what I mean? Like the pencil bends. It's called the refracting pool because it can only orgasm again after an hour.
There's
all right,
so
so that's all the jokes I had written down. Okay, which when I say them so fast, it seems kind of
feels like maybe you have to wait another hour to start again.
That was good. I like that. In 2020, four friends decided to listen to every one of the greatest 500 albums decided by Rolling Stone magazine. Oh no. This resulted in a text chain that celebrated the music, excoriated the order, and led us to making this podcast. We are far from experts. We promise to do almost no research. All opinions are our own unless you disagree. Please sit back and enjoy. Beck did it better. We are all the way up to album 285. And from 1978, although it was recorded in 1974, we have an album that one reviewer noted, lead singer Alex Chilton seems determined to undermine the songs with performances that range from incoherent to disengaged. It's the sound of a party that's turned sullen.
Oh.
Hey, that's
what
great.
A great return.
Wow. College vibe album.
Good one to come back for.
I think this is part of it, right? Is that we kept looking at this album and we're like, we don't have to get together tonight. You know what I mean? Like we can wait a little bit.
This is it. This is the band that listened to Velvet Underground. We finally found him.
We are all the way up to album 285 and from oh my God. And it sounds, well, I can tell you what, it sounds of a party that's turned sullen. I forgot I had the second part to this bit. Sounds of a party that turned sullen. It sounds like when Russ and I turned up to that orgy. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
Well, when you and I knocked on the door and we said, hey, we're here for this orgy. And they were like, it's over. And we're like, all these guys still have condoms on. You know what I mean? It's not over. If they're all still wearing condoms, the orgy is not over. Like they turned the music way down, they turned the lights off. But then I noticed when we left Russell, it all,
we're about to find out.
Yeah. If the condoms are on, the orgy is still going. That's what my dad always said. All right. Listen, no.
That's a good joke.
No parody song this week. But I do it. No.
You only
had since the middle of May.
Guys.
What have you been doing?
I got up this morning.
Video games?
At 6:30.
Yeah, what's the counter on that?
To prep this episode.
Oh,
okay.
What?
I then realized that I had nothing installed on this computer. None of the soundboards, none of the songs. I did do a great job.
So it's 6:30. It's 6:30 this morning. It's now 10:56 Central Time.
And then I got to.
Hey, Rob.
I'm going to edit that.
How many milligrams did you have today?
Oh, no, that's the other thing, Russell. I'm having a straight edge summer.
Oh, no.
Nice.
What?
Yes,
the whole
I am.
Summer?
Well, right now, because I couldn't get back to the other cabin fast enough. But I'm trying. I mostly am having a straight edge summer. Okay. So that's the other thing.
Good for you.
Is I was like, I need to stop for a little bit. And then I came home. I hung out with my family for like 2 days. I was like, okay, that was good. I made it. That was long enough. I can't do it anymore. But I had to go pick up my wife. I got seamless edit point. I got to go pick up my
Your
wife
best friend
today.
called you.
So I've just been driving for about 6.5 hours with a couple grocery store stops in there. And now I am back and I'm ready to podcast after a month off. So listen, let's get into it. I've got 3 guys here who are just learning that this album was named Sister Lovers because 2 of the band members were dating sisters. Okay. Does that turn you on, Russell, when you hear that?
I gotta admit, it kind of does.
Does that kind of make you like, is that kind of like, oh, they're dating sisters? You're like, oh man, that makes me so horny.
No wonder you were going through like every single Big Star album today and commenting on all of them. These are your guys.
Yeah, it wasn't that I was in the car for 3 hours going down,
Rob,
south.
What's your favorite pair of sisters? Like, is it the Coco and what's her name, or who you got?
Oh, Coco and Kelly Miller from my high school.
Yeah,
they used to beat the shit out of me.
They would take
Rob
down to the low post and put him in the torture chamber, like the Kevin McHale. They would just be drop stepping right in his face.
Yep.
Listen, they were WNBA players, but they were WNBA players in like 2001. You know what I mean? Where they're kind of like shitty, like there weren't that many good players.
No, they were not shitty. They were amazing players.
Listen, there
was nothing shitty about those two.
Listen, George Mikan would get fucking trounced by LeBron James. That's exactly. They were the George Mikans of the time.
No.
They were not even the George Mikans.
No.
They were like George Mikans, whoever was riding the bench.
No.
You know what I mean? Oh yeah. Now listen.
So on your softball team where you were the best athlete, would they have been better athletes? Would they have been the best? Would you have to be the number 3 athlete on that one?
They still were some of the best athletes I saw in my high school.
So would they have been the best athletes on that softball team?
Yes, 100%. Corey from Gibbon, I guess.
HOF, I heard.
Was in the Hall of Fame for St. Olaf, okay? Of course, he was on a softball team with me where he was not the best athlete. So you know what, guys? My window's still open, okay? I've been sending a letter every year saying, hey, just let you know I am eligible, okay? I'm happy to come down. Here's my updated headshot. Okay, here's my measurements or whatever it takes.
I was going to ask you, it's got to be a hard week for you and your lovely wife.
Yeah.
Being that the St. Olaf Hall of Fame inducted someone from Gibbon, Fairfax, Winthrop, and a lineman from St. Olaf, and neither of them are the 2 of you.
Yeah, you're right, Russell. We should go burn that place down. You know what I mean?
Fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck them. No, I don't think I will be getting into the St. Olaf Athletics Hall of Fame, Russell.
Why
not? Mostly because I think the teams I was on had a combined 6 wins. I think throughout my 4 years playing there, something like that. Like,
oh wait a minute,
you know what I mean? It's like being the best chef. It's like being the best chef at McDonald's.
So you were
the
center, but the tackle on your team just got into the Hall of Fame. So
at least one wide receiver is in, right?
Yeah,
maybe
running
more.
back, two wide receivers.
Yeah,
at least 2 wide receivers.
How about the guy who showed up to the hockey games with the dildo? Did he make it?
He should. He honestly should. Like when you think of St. Olaf Athletics,
Russell, you gotta. I know.
Devin
Russell,
George should be in there, and the guy with the dildo at the hockey games.
We do, I think, have some listeners who did not attend St. Olaf with us. So you got to tell the full story of the guy who showed us to the hockey games.
Well, if I tell one story, then you guys each, because I've heard better stories than that one that are way funnier.
Of course.
You got to explain what you're talking about.
Oh, so at St. Olaf, we would have, it was the local hockey games. You go watch the college team play, and there'd probably be, 100 people that would show up.
Yep.
80% of them are drunk out of their minds. And one of the guys who has played football with Rob, I believe a year older than us, would show up and he would just have a huge dildo in the pants of his, what's that pant?
He wore carpenter pants. Yeah,
the carpenter pants.
Yeah.
So he just have a huge dildo hanging out of his carpenter pants all the time. So that was my story about that guy.
Yeah, that's it. That's the story.
Now, my story about that guy, of course, is that one time he was at a party and he was outside and he had to go to the bathroom. So he did punch a hole in a patio furniture in a chair and then took a dump outside sitting, which, to be honest, I was always like, that's brilliant.
It's a genius. That's some high level shit right there.
That's a weird thing too. Just remember, at that age where you're like, oh, I got to dump. It's at night and I got to take a dump. Like, when does that even happen anymore? Like, dumping at night, that's a young man's game. That's so crazy.
Aaron, you're totally right.
Yeah, right. Just like out of the blue, like, well.
Picture this right now. You're at a college party. You have to take a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a bad day. Yeah. Hey, you know what? Wrap it up. Let's go. I'm waiting for the bus. I'm heading back. Night's over.
Rob, I feel like there's a 4-year period where I don't even know how I got by. Like, I'm not the biggest, like, using the public bathroom type of guy. And I'm wondering how did I make it through like 4 years of school like that?
I've said it before. I do not remember ever taking a dump at in college. Not once. I don't have a single recollection of it.
I remember one. Russell, I know you want to go down this path. Go ahead. Go ahead, Matt.
I was say there's a bathroom just past the pause on the way to the not the pause. There was the coffee shop on like
that's like north of Old Main.
The Lion's Den.
The Lion's Den. Yeah. And on the way to the library, but there was a little jet off, and that was the bathroom you had to use. Nobody knew about that. Nobody knew about that bathroom.
One specific morning dump I will never forget, which is that.
God. Wow.
I'm not going to get graphic. But it was when we were living. We were living in Iterbo, and we had the bathroom that was shared with like the next pod over, right? But there were 10 dudes who shared the same bathroom, and it was when Eric from Albert Lee.
It's probably 20.
Yeah, and Eric from Albert Lee was living in the same pod as us, and he was so famous for like, you'd be out at the bar, you'd be drinking pitchers with him all night, and then the next morning you would never see him talk to a lady, and some lady would walk out of his room. Well, I walked into the bathroom, I sit down to take a dump, I look down, there is very clearly a woman's foot. I'll never forget it. There had a little tattoo on it. There was very clearly a woman's foot sitting next to me in the stall because Eric from Albert Lee had somehow
I am a foot man, and I do have a foot fetish.
I will never forget. Like, I go in to just like do my morning thing. It's like, oh, goody, brought another one home. I don't know how he does it.
Aaron, when you do that, you got to do like the loud cough or make some noise just to make it known that there's other people in this area.
Get it out as quick as I could. No, I was like, I better just get out of here. I don't want to embarrass myself or anybody else.
Listen, if she's going into the bathroom where 20 guys are sharing it, that's her problem. You know what I mean? That's just you shouldn't be doing that. Plus, Aaron, it's so hard to pee when you have an erection too. You know what I mean? All right, listen. Sorry, I've got Matt in Minneapolis. Matt, how are you doing?
Good, Rob. You take your car to work. I'll take my board. And when you're out of fuel, I'm still afloat.
My dog just knocked over the modem. So if the internet turns off, I think we're just done. Okay, we'll release this episode. It's good enough.
I can agree with that.
All right.
Can't be any slower than Rob's home modem.
You doing a speed test on that thing?
The other, you know what? Let's do a speed test. Fast.com. Let's see what I got right now. Okay.
24?
51.
Hey, good enough.
Yes. Okay. I did the other day, guys. You know what my search was the other night. Low bandwidth pornography. You know you're in dire straits when that's your search. What? Okay. Jenny's saying I need to help her make the bed. Okay. I don't want to. Okay. You need it right now? Yeah. Do you need it right now, though? You ready? Okay, guys. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Okay. Talk amongst yourself. Vamp real quick.
You're not going to. All right. We got some guys
When we vamp it always goes terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll pick one of my rolling ones that we won't cover later.
Yeah. Let's just go with that.
World Cup. 3 thoughts each. Matt, give me a thought on the World Cup.
The President of the United States screwed us.
Yep.
The United States did well for a while, and Spain has given up 1 goal the entire time. Why would anybody doubt that they're in the championship?
You know what I've gotten real into? YouTube short videos of Ronaldinho. I cannot get enough of watching Ronaldinho with the ball. He played years ago, but he is a wizard with the ball. And all these YouTube videos have the song "The Sultans of Swing" by Dire Straits. I cannot get enough of it. It's so fucking good.
And Messi is 39 years old, and he single-handedly won that game to get him to the final for his team. The way he set up his team.
Well, no, he had some help from England's coach who went into fucking turtle mode from Messi, hats off 100%.
But if Messi's not on that team, they're not going to the final.
No, not at all. 100% right. Russell, I'm glad you've branched out further than I have, because my favorite video compilations are I will forever watch over and over Zinedine Zidane in the 2006 final. I will watch every video from every angle of his penalty kick where he beat Buffon for the first half, and every video from every angle of him headbutting that dude in the chest. I love it. I cannot get enough of it. He is one of my top 5 favorite athletes of all time. And there are so many videos with so much good music of all those moments leading up to him just deciding like, fuck it. I've already won a World Cup on my home turf. I don't care anymore. I'm going to headbutt this dude right in the chest. I can't get enough.
Yeah. Soccer. I'm all about. Also, I didn't watch as much. I think you guys probably watched more of the World Cup than I did. Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So the first few games I listened where him was like one of the guys in the booth. I was like, God damn, he is boring. Him and Thierry Henry are terrible commentators.
Well, yeah,
but then the more you give him a chance, you're like, oh, these guys are amazing.
Shit.
And Zlatan, I started like reading about his career and watching all his highlights and stuff. This guy is the best. Like they wouldn't play him at like, I don't know, PSG or Barcelona or one of these teams that has some, we don't act bigger than other people. And they didn't like that, like he would drive a Ferrari or something. And so they weren't playing him because of this. And he's like, fuck that. And he drives up and like he parks the Ferrari in the coach's parking spot like day after day.
Hayes.
Yeah.
I've been watching all Zlatan's weightlifting videos. Zlatan cleans and jerks 110 kilograms now at whatever age he's at. Like he's retired and he's out there doing 110 kilogram clean and
Rob,
jerks.
you can go away. We're killing it here.
Well, that's good because the conversation I was having did not go as well in there. All right, listen. I've got where was I? Matt in Minneapolis. How are you doing? Oh, Matt, you did Weezer already. I got Russell in Minneapolis. Russell, how are you doing?
Rob, it turns out you're written in my book. You're number 37. Have a look.
Nice.
I was wondering today, Rob, like if I were to tell you, like legit, I made a list of people and you were number 37, like where would you be good with that? Like if I said, you're the 37th best friend I have from St. Olaf, that would be insulting to you.
Oh,
37?
But if I said like you're the 37th most important person in my life, you'd probably say that's pretty good. Like what would be 37 where you'd take that?
37th most important person? That's too low.
You think I got to be higher?
You think you got 36 people that if they were on the tracks, Russell, and you had to flip the switch? You know what I mean? I'm on the tracks, and then there's 36 people on the track ahead that you would flip it for me.
So what do you think you're 37th on my list for?
People you've kissed?
It's probably about right.
And listen, I've got
it's
Aaron
a tier thing. You're in the third tier.
Every time we kissed, it gave you tears, Russell. And I've got Aaron out in Oakland. Now, Aaron was telling me that we all know about Albert Einstein. Okay, we got general relativity, we got special relativity, we've got all that stuff. But people forget about his brother Frank. That guy was a real monster.
How much of Einstein's stuff was eventually disproven, or not disproven? But was he not?
No, anyway, he's good.
Listen.
He's good. Frank Einstein, by the way. Frank Einstein.
And children by the millions wait for Alex Chilton to come around, and they sing "I'm in love." What's that song? I'm in love with that song. Let's talk about Big Star.
Wow. Why mess around? You know what? Let's get right to the voicemail.
Nice.
The freaks on the phone won't leave me alone.
Now, listen, we're going to get right into it right away.
I'm just going to raw dog this voicemail and just say that this podcast sucks without Russ.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh.
This isn't Russ.
Wow.
I got to go use the bathroom.
Wow. So we have gotten a lot of messages about how much pretty much everyone disliked the podcast without Russ. Okay. And we tried. Russell, tell us, did you listen to any of the Russ-free episodes?
I listened to, I think, almost all of them. I think there were 3, maybe 4. There were at least 3. And I thought you guys did an amazing job, Rob. I think you are more funny without me. I think sometimes I get in your way.
No.
Never that.
But the one thing I will say
maybe
that I noticed a main difference on it, and I got to call out my good friend Matt on this. Matt, I don't want to be mean to you.
Oh.
Matt, when I'm not on the podcast, doesn't seem to have a problem with 2-hour episodes because everything I saw for 3 weeks was 2 hours plus. But when I'm on the podcast, Matt doesn't have time for 2 hours. But when I'm not here, it seems like 2 hours is the standard. Am I right?
Very interesting. That's a good point.
Cold shit.
It is true that our six-hander episode did go almost 2 hours, which was crazy.
We're all 2 plus.
How did that go so long?
Yeah. Well, Russell, we missed you incredibly. We
every day.
And then guys, I gotta say, not being able to get together to record, it was nice to have a little break. And I have to say, I randomly just picked episodes based on the date in history. Okay, I know you guys saw that I picked Michael Jackson's funeral as one of the reasons to have an episode.
That's a great reason.
And I listened to those old episodes, and you know me, I thought they were funny as hell. I thought that that some good episodes came up, and I don't think it's bad. June, it's like the stock market. Nobody's doing anything in it. We just kind of took a break, and I think when we started, I was really obsessed with like, we need to release an episode every week. It's really important to me. But after taking this little break, I mean, I would rather be recording, but I realized it's not the end of the world. And guess what? Our download numbers didn't change that much. And now we've got a whole bunch of voicemails backed up. I've got too many voicemails. Literally, I'm not a joke this time. We have tons and tons of voicemails.
Are we still on track to finish by 2030 or not? Did this put us into 2031 at this point?
I don't think so. I don't. Unless we're going to double up some more albums like the Beatles. I think that might not happen. I don't know. Aaron, what did you think about not recording? How did you feel about it? What do you think?
I miss you guys. I mean, it's good. It's like the act of the scheduling is another thing to deal with in your life, and it's easier for me maybe because I don't have to stay up as late as you guys, so I've got a different set of things to try to figure out. But I mean, there's so much stuff that I'd be like, oh, I got to tell the guys, or I got to like do the rolling going, and I don't know what's happening with everybody. I don't know if anybody's like making big decisions in their lives or like, adding people to their circle, whatever it might be. Mm-hmm. So I'm not fully like aware of what's going on, and I miss you guys.
It was nice. I mean, we still are texting each other. Like we saw a lot of Matt on the boat, and I sent a couple pictures from Italy and stuff like that. So, it's just tough as like adults when we just get busy and we've got stuff going on, and June just happened the schedule just didn't work out where we could record. And
just going to say it's a little easier now because I mean, the kids are getting older, and so you don't have to like get up with them and anything and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's a little easier now with the kids being older, and you don't have to like have diapers and feedings and bottles and all that stuff. You don't have to deal with any of that.
It's true. Easy street.
It does go the other way now where it's, getting to sleep is such a nice thing. Such a nice thing. That is such a pain in the ass to stay up late and then get up.
Speaking of sleep, can I tell you guys what I got in recency in about 3 days ago? My very first CPAP machine. My CPAP machine came in the mail. Now, here's the sick part of it. I don't think I need it. I've never had sleep apnea. My insurance just said, hey, we'll give you a CPAP if you want it. And I know the guys from Vegas who have it are so happy with it. I'm like, yeah, sure. But have you guys ever, like, I why am I asking this? Of course, you've never put one on. It literally is just forcing air into your body all the time.
Is that the point?
Yeah. Wild. But it's freaky because when you try to breathe out, it's like still pushing in. So you kind of have to get used to it. So the first night, doesn't care. She doesn't know what's going on. The other thing is, you can adjust the temperature of the air going in your mouth. So like I was up at the cabin here. As you know, I'm up at the cabin. School. I haven't even talked to you guys since school's been out. Guess what?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I didn't even spiral that bad this year, with one exception that I'll tell you guys about after the podcast. But I have been hot up here. And so at night, guess what? I'm cranking that air temperature down that's going in my mouth. I'm cooling myself from the inside out.
Oh, clever.
Okay? It's absolutely brilliant. I highly recommend a lot of people you guys know me, medical stuff that I only kind of need. I love to do it. It's one of my favorite things to do. So
they're not that loud. I slept in the room with Peter from St. Paul, and it's not that loud. I mean, granted, at that point, you're like, by the time you go to bed in Vegas, you can sleep through anything, but they're not that loud.
Well, we also know somebody that maybe woke up with a CPAP machine down in the lobby, walking around. So we know that they're not perfect. Listen, let's get into the podcast. Let's get into rolling, going. Let's see what everybody's up to. We're all a month older than the last time we've done this. Aaron, rolling, going. How's it going with you?
Start with Russell.
Russell, rolling, going. How's it going with you?
Man, guys, I have had the most wildest couple months.
Yeah, party time.
And I was going to share some things that are serious, like big life change and everything, but this band is so fucking awful that I refuse to share anything meaningful on this episode.
Yes.
So I cannot share anything meaningful on this episode. So what I thought I could do is share. Rob, I was actually at a collectible store that had records a few weeks ago, and I bought some records. Rob, hit the music.
Oh, fuck. Found it. Nailed it. You know what I don't have on this set, though, I realized? North Dakota stuff, man. I don't have any of the North Dakota quotes. I got to get those back up. Russell, tell us what records you get.
So a few weeks ago, I think you guys will like this. Rob, I believe, maybe not. We did a work thing where we flew the people in from out of town. Aaron, I know you've done this in Portland when you stayed in the worst neighborhood in Portland just to like prove some sort of point.
Yep.
We had people in town, and we took our team to Stillwater for 2 days. So we got to stay down in Stillwater. We did a boat cruise. We went to some nice restaurants. But the key to a good team event, we gave everyone 3 hours to do whatever they wanted in the little town. This is a little river town just west of the cities, right on the St. Croix. Man, if you could give Rob some directions, maybe he could hit the maps.
Well, you take 494 around, you go past 94, then up to 694, and then you take 36 heading east. 36 heading east, and then you eventually hit 95 and then head north.
All I know about Stillwater is that there is a big candy store in the town. That's all I know about it.
So it's got this like old downtown feel with all the little shops, the little vintage shops, everything you could want. But this is one of those things where we've got like 20 people there, and people start slowly breaking away. And finally, I get a chance. I break away from everyone. And I go to a store called Rose's Collectibles because I have word via my phone that they have vinyl. So I go in to Rose's Collectibles in Stillwater, and they have an amazing collection of used records. So I picked 6 up. I wanted to share them with you guys if I could.
Please, let's hear it.
First on the list, we haven't listened to this in probably 4 years. It's The Doors.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
How about The Doors?
Wow.
Is The Doors The Doors, or is it
that is The Doors hits? The Doors. I believe that's like a top 50 album, I believe, right?
I think so, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy, by the way.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So the next one I picked up, I first had to go look at my Discogs app to make sure I didn't have this one, because you guys know I'm now recording all my albums on an app. I have Simon and Garfunkel, Bridge Over Troubled Water. I did not have Paul Simon, Graceland.
Oh, wow. Fun one.
That is such a good one.
One of my favorite albums.
Next up on the list, one thing I was going to say that I really liked about the store, I don't know if you guys will be able to see this, but the records came in like they've got a plastic sleeve with the price on. So they're not putting the sticker right on the album. It's coming on a sleeve. That. Next up, probably one of my 3 favorite artists that I've been exposed to because of this podcast. It's David Bowie, Station to Station.
Oh, yeah. I do remember liking that one. I like it better than Low.
I don't know. They don't have the songs listed on the back.
Clever.
The next song on the list, or the next album on the list, which I picked up $30. I thought it was a little steep, but used, I'm going for it anyways. It's Bob Dylan, Bringing It All Back Home.
Yep.
Which I think is later on the list, if I'm right. Correct?
You haven't had it yet, have we?
I don't think we have.
That was 181, but Bringing It All Back Home was 181.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I've actually got a couple more here. Here's the one that is not on the list. I only picked up one that's not on the list. This is the one that I thumbed through a few times in a cheap bucket and was like, I don't need that. And then I went back and got it. Matt, I think you're going to love this. The album is called The Thrill of Sports.
Wow.
And what it is it's got all these old like interviews with like Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig. Like it's got all the famous interviews with like famous boxers and baseball players and everything from like the 1920s, 1930s.
So I was like hear the act that'd be fun just to hear like I don't know if I can tell you what Babe Ruth sounds like, right? Mm-hmm. So that'd be fun.
Joe Louis gets a return bout with Max Schmeling in 1938, and 4 former heavyweight champions give their opinions. Jack Dempsey, Gene Tunney, Max Baer, and Max Schmeling. So they all talk like the four of the greatest boxers ever are giving their thoughts on like one of the biggest fights ever. And it's on this album. How cool is that?
Have you listened yet?
I have not listened to it. I've been waiting to show you guys. My new rule is I have to show you guys the albums before I take them out and then put them in their spot where they're supposed to belong in order.
That's a lot of rules.
I was going to leave that, and when I walked up with it, you guys will appreciate. The guy looked at me and he goes, "I knew someone would buy that," and I was like, "Yes, I'm glad it's me."
Station to Station has golden years on it, so that's why.
Oh yeah, I remember the golden years. I remember that for sure.
Next one that I picked up for $5, Linda Ronstadt, "Heart Like a Wheel," which I think is in the 300s or 400s.
So good.
I believe that's the one, Rob, that your wife has been asking about. When she's going to hear Linda Ronstadt, you keep lying.
$490.
That album?
$490? There's not a Linda Ronstadt before $490? That's crazy.
We're gonna make it.
That's it. That's what's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
The last one that I picked up.
This album we're listening to tonight is on the list before any Linda Ronstadt.
That's crazy.
How about let's play a game on the last one? I'm going to give you guys song titles and see who can get it. If you make a guess and you're wrong, you are out. How about that?
Okay.
Old Man.
Neil Young.
You guys are both out.
Oh shit!
I didn't know. Okay. Well, let's start over.
So.
Yeah.
Dayton, Ohio, 1903.
Oh, Randy Newman.
Randy Newman is correct, Aaron. Randy Newman, "Sail Away." I had to get it.
Sail Away. I liked that one. Right? Didn't we enjoy the Randy Newman album? I thought we did.
Absolutely. So
That's
that was
a good
one of my
one.
big music adventures. I picked up a bunch of albums, including a one with old baseball boxing interviews. I thought you guys would really appreciate that.
After you listen to that one, you'll have to let us know what you think of it. I might have to borrow it from you.
Matt, I feel like that's one that I listened to once, and I may give it to you as a gift, and then you need to mail it to Aaron, and it needs to make the rounds. Don't you think?
Put it out there into the world.
Yeah.
Put it out there into the world.
Yeah. Matt, rolling going. How's it going with you?
I don't know. I've been using my new boat. I'm a surfer now. I surf. I'm a surfer.
Yeah, I love it.
In the vein of What About Bob when he's sailing, if you guys remember that movie.
Oh, yeah.
I sail. I'm a sailor. I sail. So spent 2.5 weeks up in North Dakota. I've got a new boat. Problem with the new boat is you need a new boat lift. And so now I'm looking for a new boat lift now because the boat lift we've got, every time we put it on the lift, I start cringing and wondering if we're going to, what's going to happen. So it is very true. I think it is very true that the two best days of owning a boat are when you buy it and then when you sell it. But my God, are we tearing up the lake and having fun being surfers? It feels like you're
really doing it. When do you go back?
A week from today, Friday. A week from today, Friday. So I'll be playing bags at this time next week.
You know
bags
what, Matt?
tournament.
I gotta say, like, I grew up. We went to a cabin. I know Rob's family has a cabin and everything. You sent some pictures. You were creating some amazing memories for your kids. Like, you guys are out on the boat. Everyone's got big smiles. Some of them are out on the ski board behind the boat or whatever you want to call that, the wave board. Yep. Like, you are creating amazing memories, and I got mad props for it. It's super cool.
Yeah. We talked about this a lot up at the lake. I went water skiing like once when I was 18. Otherwise, I don't know if I've ever been behind a boat ever until going up to Sarah's dad's cabin, when we first started dating and then married and all this stuff. And so this is all new to me. I have no idea what the hell I'm doing, buying this big fancy boat. Well, now I know how to rip right through that wake, right? And we're having just a blast with it. So I think the old school way of, like, especially baseball players, and I'm probably going to offend a couple people that listen, but the old school way of you got tournaments and you play and you go to all-star games and you keep going and blah 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 and not taking vacations. I think it just doesn't matter, at least to my family, right? It just doesn't matter. Like, go get on the boat and things like that. So
get on the boat.
I don't know. I'm diving completely ass backwards from when we grew up, how things go, and so far, no regrets.
You're carving a different path.
No regrets.
Let me ask you guys. Can you guys?
Yeah. So
can you guys hear me at all?
How's it going with you?
Well, what I'm enjoying right now is Rob's in hell. He's over here trying to talk to us, and he cannot.
We're doing pretty good actually right now. We just keep going.
He's fucking Zod in the cube at the end of Superman. Really going. So
he's trying to talk. We can't.
I know
hear.
he's trying so hard.
Yeah.
It's going good with me. I had the same. I went through the same thing with Matt. Matt. Like, what did I talk about last? So I did. I think I sent you guys a picture. I took a road trip over to Modesto, California, to watch the Oakland Ballers play against the Modesto Roadsters. We sat directly behind the plate for $16 each.
How many miles is that?
It was 2 hours, so it's probably like 90 miles.
Do you think you drove the most miles of anyone that was at that game that night?
No, because we did talk to one of the players' dads.
Rob.
Russell's the captain now. I know that we did not drive the most.
I am the captain now.
Because after the game, we talked to a guy's dad, and he lives in Santa Cruz and had to go back for work the next day. So one of the players' dads drove further than us, but otherwise we definitely drove the furthest. But what I was going to share, and I feels like,
but hold on. Rob helps me well. You were also sitting. It appears you were sitting in like a number one seat right behind home plate at some of these games,
directly behind home plate for $16. I mean, this is independent league, minor league baseball. And this was like independent league where like, I don't think even when the Saints were independent, like they were not at this low of a level. Like I mean, respect to these guys. They are out there grinding, but it's, it's Pioneer League baseball. So yeah, we sat directly behind home plate for $16. But we did see, I didn't realize until later, we did see the opposing manager get thrown out of the game. And after he got thrown out, we realized that opposing manager was JT Snow. So that's kind of fun.
Did you just cheer like crazy when that manager gets kicked out? God, I love stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. You have to. Yeah, because we could hear everything he was saying. And like he clearly wanted to get thrown out because his team was winning. They were going to win. Like he just wanted to go home. Like so he was.
My dad and I were at a Vikings game once where Warren Sapp got kicked out of. It was one of the greatest experiences we ever. It was like the most male bonding we've ever done. Because we're like, fuck that guy, get him out of there.
My top kick out ever, about 2 months ago, I was at the Wemby game when Wemby elbowed Nas Reed in the jaw. And the crowd was going buck wild. Get him out of here. Toss him. There's nothing better than someone getting tossed.
And how many people in the audience are making the motion? You know what I mean? Like, get him out of there. Tee him up.
Hey, Rob, every time they show that replay and slowly everyone, and then when the ref comes on and says, like, excessive and egregious force, you know what's coming next. He gone.
Yeah.
He gone.
If only somebody could call the administrative body of the league and have them kind of reverse that. That would actually be really good.
Just see if anybody could just maybe do a little something about it. But I did actually. Well, I wanted your advice. So I was going to talk about. We went glamping up in
do
Mendocino.
The alphabet. That's my advice.
And that's good, Rob. We went glamping up in Mendocino.
Rob, do you think he can do it in Braille and verbally or not?
Well, you got to vary the pressure.
Well, that's with the finger I go telegram. How close are you? Stop. I have to go to work tomorrow. Stop.
I mean, I might just have to take this advice for next week. It's hard to.
No, this is good advice.
Where are we at on time? We were glamping.
My dad's
in
over there writing something down. I don't know what he's.
And so with like this was in June. So with Wallace and some of his friends, and I don't know. It was all dudes. It was all boy families, and somehow the talk of crushes came up. So the boys were running around and teasing each other about who's got a crush on who. So Wallace is 9. We've not really had the crush conversation, but it came out that he told me who his crush is. It's Helen, and it turns out that next week.
Helen, how old is she?
Yeah,
I know.
My God.
My advice: get a big horse, get inside.
But it turns out, so we've kept it on chill, and we're not.
And I'm going out with my friends Helen and Beverly tomorrow. Can you buy me a pair of those beige shoes?
We're playing pickleball.
Some khakis. Yeah.
Lois and Gladys might meet us.
And he's going to camp next week. It turns out that Helen is at camp with him next week, and there's a bus ride involved. So like we dropped them off somewhere, they ride a bus somewhere, they come back.
So much pressure.
Yeah, so what am I gonna I gotta give him a little pep talk on Sunday, right? Like what do I tell him about like how's he gonna prep for Monday when Helen's at camp? Like, is he going to sit next to her on the bus? What do we do about showers and hair and all of this?
Well, see, now, Aaron, let me ask you this. Are you qualified to give advice on this?
No, that's why I'm asking you guys.
Oh. Now, listen, I got to go back and edit some stuff out I said earlier. Okay. I didn't know this is what the advice was going to be about. I made a terrible mistake.
So what are you going to tell him, Aaron?
What do you mean the podcast is subpoenaed?
He doesn't listen to anything I say. So, I won't say much, just to say like, hey, maybe like, like do a little something nice for Helen once in a while during the day. Like maybe like, I don't know, bring her a little extra snack, or if she's having trouble finding a spot on the bus, like make sure that she's got a place to sit, that sort of thing. I just want to like help him kind of like up his game, right? Like, how's he going to like make sure that Helen has a nice time next week?
So Aaron, are you how do I put this?
Does Helen know
any
about
advice you give him
Slobberbone?
might go bad, right?
Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah. It's probably better if I just say nothing at all, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Here's what you do with this, Aaron. Okay, because it doesn't matter, right? Boys, I can just tell you, boys at this age are a whole different species than the girls at this age.
God. Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. What you can do in this situation is that you think about something in your head that you want your son to do right now. Maybe it's comb their hair more. Maybe it's take a shower, like, I don't know, every night. Maybe it's put on deodorant every once in a while. You just say, oh, this is what Helen would really like.
Yeah.
Helen would really like it if you are, changing your socks or making sure that your clothes are clean. Helen would really like it if you'd help around the house and maybe go to bed earlier, like on a Friday or Saturday night. You know what I mean? Like, here, let me ask you this. Would any of you have gone to your parents for dating advice?
No.
Not one.
That's all you need to know right there. Okay.
Yeah.
So at some point, I know like kids don't listen to their parents, Aaron, but there's probably an age like your kid, your son Wallace is probably like 2 years away from like really not listening to you, right? Like, is he still at the age where like if dad's giving him some advice, he thinks you know what you're talking about? Because
perhaps,
like when he's 13, he's gonna for sure not listen, right?
Right. So the moment that we had, which was like really bizarre, like he never does stuff like this, was like he was standing there telling me like, well, Dad, what do you think of Helen? Like, and I was like, well, he never asked me this sort of thing. And then he goes, Dad, what would you think if Helen lived at our house for a while? And I was like, I don't know. I'm not sure how you think this goes.
Going back to living together.
That sounds so much like me when I was younger.
That sounds like Rob.
Where my concept is like, okay, here's this girl I know in 7th grade. Now I'm going to imagine us living together and having a great house.
Right. Oh, he's like, what if she lives at our house for a while? I was like, well, I'm not sure how that works, but
you want to know how different of a stage I am in life? I went on a double date with my daughter, with my other daughter as my date.
Oh,
that sounds awesome.
How did that go?
We went to a movie together, all 4 of us. Okay. I kept calling it a double date, not to him, but to my daughter. She didn't like it. She didn't like going on a double date with her dad. But we had to because we had to go see the brand new Jackass movie in the theater. So I paid for everybody. Guys, it was so good. They took a bunch of laxatives and then put on clear plastic
Rob's
pants.
Like, I paid for everybody. It means he paid for his 2 daughters and some other kid. Like, it's like Rob's pulling out the big party big nuts here.
Russell.
Big party big nuts.
I spent $200 on this date. When you're going New York movies
are expensive. It's
with
true.
Snacks.
Movies are not cheap.
I can't. Well, I'm not going to cheap out in front of this guy. I'm not going to be the cheap guy at the date. Hey, let's have some waters. Do you guys want to split that soda? No. Okay. And listen, there's a bunch of jokes I can't make. Okay. Although I did
every single popcorn bucket joke you've ever made, like was running through your mind. You dirty fuck.
I did tell her afterwards, because when we sat down, I tried to have him sit next to me. I was like, oh, why don't you sit here? And my daughter's like, no, he's not sitting next to you. I'm going to.
I got to know, jokes aside, because the movie theater now.
Yes.
The big box movie theater, not the independent theaters, but like the corporate theaters.
Yeah.
That is the one place where I would prefer a soft drink to an alcoholic beverage because I do love the soda machines. So like, Rob, what's your style? What are you working with at the sodas?
When I see one of those freestyle machines, I'm wild.
I gotta know. Yes.
Okay.
I'm suiciding it? Or are you going all in?
I'm going diet root beer with vanilla. Okay. Yes. And I'm getting a gallon of diet root beer with vanilla.
You're like a cream soda guy.
Oh, you can't get that anywhere else. It's so good. And maybe I'll go Diet Coke Zero with some mango in there. Oh, everybody loves it, a mango. It's so good.
I like the Barks red cream soda. I like the Barks red cream soda.
Oh my God, Aaron, that's wild. That's so crazy. Listen.
How's the rolling going, Rob?
As you know, this podcast for me is a big creative outlet. Okay. I have to do it or I feel bad. Okay.
You could get injured.
Yeah. When we have not been recording.
It's a medical condition.
I had to find another way to get my creative outlet out. So I did. And the way I did it is I built a website. And really, I think it's a website for us. Because I built the website and it's been up now for, about 2 months now? Okay. And I'm now going to unveil it to you. if you go to beckdiditbetter.com, okay, it is now a website that is constantly randomly playing an episode. So we all know one of the biggest problems in our life is, what episode am I going to listen to of Beck Did It Better right now? I want to listen to an old episode. I'm not sure. This automatically uploads new episodes. Let's see what's on right now. Okay.
Missy Elliott.
Now, of course, I've decided to do this at a place.
I got octopus. It was all fantastic.
You're kind of making me want some Mediterranean food, Russell. You should do advertising for this place. That's unbelievable.
Then finally, the last thing I did on my trip, you guys ever done the DC monuments at night when they're all lit up? So
no, we've never done the DC.
What are you talking about?
I knew exactly what
Keep
this
scrolling
was.
down.
Okay, so along with this, yes, what? Of course, I did put a visitor
clip.
I did put a visitor counter on there, as I do on all my websites. That
There ain't no way there's 381.
You've listened for 5 hours to this website.
Well, that's just on this computer.
Oh.
My phone, there's some more too. But I have transcribed all the episodes. There are full transcripts for every episode.
I don't like this.
There are searchable transcripts.
Oh boy.
Okay. I need to have somebody tell me how we've done rolling, groan, rolling bone, and rolling groan, so I can add those. And then I've also included a button that if you hear something funny, you can push this button and it will send an email to beckdiditbetter@gmail.com.
Nice.
So I know that I can make a little clip. So for all of you super Beck fans out there, now, what you can't do is select an episode. You can't pause it. You can't fast forward it. All you can do is just listen to whatever's on at the time. Okay?
It's like XM radio that just plays whatever. Is that kind of, this is our XM radio right here?
And it's on 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. You can get on and go to beckdiditbetter.com and get all your Beck Did It Better needs. So I just want to tell you guys, that is what's going on in the world of Beck Did It Better. So guys, go and check it out. Make me feel good.
I did notice there's not a Samsung podcast link on this. And isn't that where we got most of our listeners from?
It is. And as you know, Samsung has killed that app, unfortunately. Yeah. So
speaking of, they also killed my texting app. So now I'm using Google Messages or whatever.
Oh my God.
And it turns out all these links have whatever Rob has named. Like, I don't know if this is like for your guys' phones, but like when I see our college text chain, it now pops up in my phone as Normal Rob and his St. Olaf friends, which I'm assuming Rob named the text chain.
No, it used to be Horny Rob and his St. Olaf friend. And so then my kids are always saying, Horny Rob? Like, so then I finally changed it back.
You changed it.
Yeah.
Especially if you're in a car with your family and I kept reading it out loud. Text message to Horny Rob and his St. Olaf friends. Meanwhile, I'm just trying to go on a double date with my daughter. I don't see what the big deal is. Everybody's listed it in. Listen.
How was Jackass, Rob?
Let's talk about the album.
It was good. It was not as good as the other ones. But you know what it really was? It was kind of interesting. It was a movie about male friendship, honestly. Like, and I don't want to go too deep in it because it did start with him showing a clip that they've never aired where he shot himself with a 38 while wearing a bulletproof vest, which was absolutely terrifying. It was a terrifying way to start the movie. But it was a lot of them like getting older and like going through stuff and the people who have passed away and blah, 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 blah. And it was, and the whole time, it was a bunch of males who were like hugging each other and saying that they love each other and being like super positive. And, you know, and I don't want to get too corny right now, but in a world right now where like so many males are like, you need to have a big body count, and you need to look good, and you need to be like that. You know, I think I work.
Hold on, Rob.
Yeah.
Fail. What was the next one? What was the third one?
Big muscles.
Nope. Keep going.
Yep. And it was just really nice to see a show where they're like, oh, this is what a male friendship should be. Now, was that interspersed with a robot giving somebody a prostate exam? Yeah, of course it was. Oh. Okay. So I'm sitting next to this boyfriend while they put on clear plastic pants and then poop themselves in the pants.
Your ass off.
Yeah. And I thought it was hilarious. My youngest daughter did have to get up at one point and she said, I have to leave for a little bit. So she left and came back. All right. Listen. Okay. So now we are talking about third/sister lover. Here's the thing with this album, okay? Big Star, you have to understand, Big Star is a Memphis band, comes out in 1971. Alex Chilton is on vocals. Now, you might recognize the name Alex Chilton because he already has had a number one hit. Now, not only was it a number one hit, Aaron, it was the shortest number one hit of all time. And I know you remember that list. And if you don't remember, listen to Beck Did It Better until it randomly pops up. But he was the lead singer for the Box Tops.
Ain't got time to take a fast train.
This is the same singer.
Wow.
Fucking blows my mind when I heard that.
Wow.
So this is Alex Chilton. In 1971, he forms Big Star. Okay. And basically, it's a power pop band that kind of, and I know we say this, listen, I think collectively, we did not enjoy this album very much. But if you listen to this and you think that this is a 1974 album, right? And I say this about every 3 weeks, this isn't one of these albums that really led to alternative music as it is now. Like it's kind of a different song. Mm-hmm. Well, guess what? You're going to listen to a lot of Big Star on this list, Russell, because there's 3 Big Star albums on the top 500.
This was confusing. You guys were texting and those texts I was ignoring. And then when I pulled it up in Spotify, I had a world of hurt today.
Mm-hmm. It was very hard for me to find this album even. It was very hard for me to download these songs to play for everybody today. But they've got 3 albums. They've got first album, they've got Radio City, and then they've got this third, Sister Lover. And I'll tell you, the first record, number 1, which I listened to today, and I thought it was really, really good. Okay, I thought it was much better. In fact, I'm going to say this right now. I'll just say it right now. I think it's a top 100 album, the first Big Star album. I think I think you could replace Love with it. I think you could replace Pulp. You certainly should replace this 100%. But that's we'll talk about that later.
Wow.
The first record gets good reviews, but limited distribution. They're at Stax in 1972. Well, Stax goes bankrupt in 1975. So we're kind of at the end of the Stax era. Columbia takes over for Stax distribution on their second album, declines to distribute the album very much. So they don't get much advertisement. Then Alex Chilton kind of goes into the studio on his own with a couple of other band members here and there, but also with a bunch of Stax musicians. So like Steve Cropper's on this album. And he makes this record, which
I believe he's in the Blues Brothers.
100%. Rubber biscuit. My wife just looked out of the bedroom and gave me a big thumbs up because she's a huge Blues Brothers fan. She loves her favorite part of that movie is how long it is. She loves how long the movie is. She thinks it's the perfect length.
When you think it's over, it's not over.
This album is recorded in
Did I tell you I took the upstairs roommate to see Blues Brothers at the theater about 6 months ago?
Christ. It's like 3.5 hours, Russell.
So good. By the way, probably the most top 5 upset moments I've been in the last year.
Yeah.
Upstairs roommate has to use the bathroom and misses the Aretha Franklin scene in the diner.
Wow.
Of all the things to miss.
That is not it.
Right. So many skippable moments, but not that.
Did it cross your mind to just gently grab her arm and say no?
Hold it.
I punished her afterwards. I made her feel bad about it the way you would do it.
Okay. Now you've got it, Russell. Now you've got what a long-term relationship is all about. This album's recorded in 1974. And basically, they just recorded, like I said, anybody who comes and shows up, the record execs listen to the album and they say, this music makes me uncomfortable. These are quotes, by the way. This music makes me uncomfortable. I don't have to listen to that again, do I? The band breaks up months later after recording this. Okay. So they've got all these master reels that say Sister Lover. The mixed down reels say Alex and Jody on it. The mastering reels just say Alex Chilton. But the first 2 albums are released in the UK as a double album and kind of have a good release. So they decide, hey, let's actually put together this third album. So that's why it's called Third/Sister Lovers, because nobody knew what it was actually called. It's a very sad album. In 2000, NME declares this is the #1 heartbreak album of all time.
What'd you think of that? Well, I read that too, Rob. And at first I was like, well, if you're naming this that, maybe you shouldn't have a publication. But then I listened and I was like,
I'll tell you what, I think if you listen to the first Big Star album,
yeah,
and then you realize that this was just the lead singer kind of going in and making this quick and dirty album, and that's why it sounds kind of unfinished, you understand a little more. But I will say this, if you go on the subreddit for Big Star, a lot of people think this album is overhyped. A lot of people think that this is the album that everybody says they like with Big Star if you want to show that you're a true Big Star fan. And they're like, it's not as good as the first and second, but it's the one everybody likes. Like, But this, because what happens now is that the bands now, REM comes out and says, oh, Big Star was a huge influence. The Replacements come out and say, oh, Big Star is a huge influence. And so they've kind of built up after the fact, but it's exactly the stuff that we've never liked on the show, right? Of like, oh, it influences this, it influences this. The songs, Russell, would you play these songs for other people? Ever?
No.
No. And the thing is, there's some of the most beautiful music. I think one of these songs is one of the most beautiful things. I'll play it for you.
Let's not be ridiculous.
I'll play it for you, and you're gonna agree with me. So let's start with this.
One thing I was gonna know. Yeah. I just Googled because I was reading through Wikipedia. I don't know if you've ever used it as like a source for anything, Rob, but I was scrolling down. One of the big things in here, he has a star at First Avenue. It says star honoring Alex Chilton outside the mural at the Minneapolis First Avenue nightclub.
The Replacements, very influential.
The Replacements have a song called Alex Chilton. Like literally, he's a huge deal. And I'm telling
Children by the millions. Wait for
album
Alex
number
Chilton.
1 is a banger. I know, man.
Can I call it one more time out? Sorry, man. I know you don't want to do 2 hours. I did listen to the episode, Rob, where you played a list, and it was like Live or Copper, whatever that album is that you Trash Test Dummies that is mixed with whatever the other. What band is that? Placenta Band Live.
Yeah.
Lightning.
I do realize, like, I know I had a list on the Replacements guy album where he came on for the Replacements, and you had another list that made 0 sense. 0. And I listened to that and I was like, I could see why he doesn't listen anymore.
Okay, first of all, for some reason you couldn't follow the list. It made perfect sense. It was covers that had to do with the Crash Test Dummies, but the problem was
they did.
I only had one cover that related the Replacements to the Crash Test Dummies, and then we ended with a Jeremy Renner song. So it got a little confusing. Okay, but not as confused as he was. All right, so still, by the way, our Replacements episode I think is one of the most brilliant pieces of art that's ever existed. And I just saw The Last Supper. Kids of Me. Oh yeah, by the way, I went to Italy. I'll tell you guys about that never.
So I listened to this based on the Wikipedia order of the 15, 18 songs.
Yes.
You're going on a different list here.
Well, so this is the 1992 Ryko disc release, but like they said, nobody really had an order because the band was just disinterested in this album. Nobody ever released this as an album, so they kind of had to figure out how to release it. I think the order of this is terrible. It doesn't help especially, but this one sounds the most, by the way, like Big Star from the earlier albums.
It's kind of like a hit.
Yeah, for sure.
This is fine. This isn't fine for an opening song on the top 500 list, though.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
I just texted you guys a picture of Replacements guy.
Okay,
I gotta say, I believe Aaron went to summer family camp with this guy, and we haven't heard about it. We might have to hear about that.
That's next week.
Oh, all right. Thank you, friends. This is one. It's about the music industry constantly screwing them over.
This sounds like Britpop, right? Like it doesn't sound like Memphis to me. Like it's surprising that these guys are from Memphis.
The thing is, I think the first half of this album is acceptable. You know,
it's like okay, it's like pop music kind of at the time. Yeah.
I know, Russell.
It's like Television or like other bands that we heard from around this time. It's like okay, it's cool.
Big Black Car. Now, this has the lyrics. It's the same thing I say before I hang out with my family at the cabin. I just repeat this to myself. It's my mantra. Nothing can hurt me. Nothing can touch me. Okay? I treat a lot of my family members as unhoused people on the subway. You know what I mean? Oh, it looks like you've gained weight. Like if a guy in the subway said that to me, I wouldn't care. So why do I let other people make me care? All right, things are going fine over here. As you can tell, let's see.
Definitely Mazzy Star listening to this song for sure.
Oh. This next one, now I got to say, I love this one. This is a unironic Christmas song that is just factual. It's just about Jesus Christ.
Hit that one. Hit it for a second. I'm going to ask Matt this. This, to me, like, is the 90s alternative. This is the lead into 90s alternative music. Like, I'm not saying it's Counting Crows or something, but I hear something before the 90s alternative music in this. I see what Rob's talking about earlier. Matt, what do you think?
Not at all. I just don't. And I think it's the lack of guitars that you ultimately hear.
Fair.
So maybe something in the construct of the songs that I'm not.
Part of that is
but
the other guitarist and vocalist quit after the second album when it didn't do very well. So they are missing a guitarist from their earlier albums.
Let's be honest. If you have an album where multiple their two primary band members are quitting, it probably shouldn't be on this list.
I don't know. I'm going to add this one to my Christmas songs playlist. Like when I'm fucking dude.
Yeah.
No, I need all. Listen, when I'm fucking sick of Andy Williams or whatever else because the Christmas music starts on like November 21st in my house. Happy to have this. Like, give me something different.
Aaron, I want to give you one that you need to add. Because when do you think, let me just ask you a random question. When do you think the Monkees recorded their last album?
1984.
Okay. The answer is 2018.
Okay.
Now, do you think their final album was a Christmas album? And the answer, of course, is yes. Here's the Monkees singing Jesus Christ.
Oh,
this is really jingle though.
Guys, this song was just like a years before the podcast started. Like, you could have gone to this record store as an adult and bought the Monkees Russell, new record day. You go there. It's a Monkees record. What the hell is going on? They're pushing the bed around.
Actually, that store has a specific section, Rob, for holiday albums. So I can go right to the holiday album section.
Like any holiday or just Christmas?
Billy?
Like Arbor Day?
Christmas. It's just got Christmas.
Thanksgiving? They got all the Thanksgiving songs?
All the Thanksgiving songs. And Matt, I did hear an episode recently on BeckDidItBetter.com talking about Thanksgiving songs. It's just 4th of July songs. It's just all Toby Keith. All right. Femme Fatale.
I'll put a boot in your ass. It's the American
Christmas
way.
Day.
Now, of course, Femme Fatale.
It's a Velvet Underground song.
Yes, this is a cover of a Velvet Underground song. Now, I wasn't going to play it, but then I remembered. Guess who sang it?
Lou Reed, right?
No.
Nico.
So fucking funny to me. Every time Nico's singing.
Matt, if I remember right, Nico's like on Matt's all-time hit list of not enjoying it.
Well, they added Nico to that album for what purpose? The one with the banana on it or whatever?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha.
It was actually an okay album, and then Nico comes in and singing shit like this.
I always pictured Nico looking like China. You know what I mean? Like, if you picture Nico looks just like China, it really is satisfied. Yeah, oh yeah.
I know the why.
100%. Now, 2008, guess who covered Femme Fatale? Oh, it's a little guy named Beck.
Oh, yeah. Bring it.
When he covered the entire Velvet Underground album.
Rob,
So,
I was thinking the other day that when do we need to start our outreach campaign to get Beck on for Odelay? Like, if we start 6 months in advance and email him every week, like, will that be sufficient to get him on?
Do a quick look up on Beck copyright stuff. See if he's really stingy with some of that stuff. You know what I mean? I think we need to do a little prior investigation before we start inviting him on. So,
hey, you know
Russell,
what? He could take all the royalties from everything we make on this podcast. He could take them all.
That's true.
He could have them all.
He could pay our hosting fees. And now, believe it or not, I bought BeckDidItBetter.com.
How much?
That's $20 a year. Oh, yeah. I didn't want... Russell, what if somebody took it and then they just put anime porn on there? Hey, wait a minute. Let me write that down.
Nobody's going to put anime porn on there but Rob. I'll put my own anime porn on. Thank you very much.
What if Beck had huge milkers?
I think I texted this the other day. Rob was in Italy, and of course, like, I don't even know what Rob talked about at his rolling going. He went to see Jackass.
Yeah.
Rob spent like 2 weeks in Italy. He sent us this video of him like driving down terrifying hills way too fast and faking like driving over the mountain or whatever. And I sent a text saying, please send the code so we could take this down if you drive off the ledge, and we never got the code.
Nope.
Well, I'm going to pay for BeckDidItBetter.com in perpetuity. Okay. So it'll be my gift to the world. You'll never be able to take it down, Russell.
So Rob, you sent this joke of you like driving down the hill and faking driving over like what appeared to me to be terrifying ledges. Now I was curious, like, I know Aaron sits in the passenger seat on these types of trips, so he's not making that move. And Matt is too good of a driver. He would never do that. Like, what did you guys think of? Like, it would be terrifying to me to drive down that. I would never make. It surprised me, Rob, that you were the joke about the drive off the ledge guy, because I feel like you'd be a little scared.
I don't care if I live or die, Russell. I've said that a number of times. Okay, it's not a big deal to me. All right,
I enjoy driving in those scenarios. I do. I prefer to drive in those. That's what I like those. Yeah, I'm happy to be the passenger other times, but I like to drive in those.
I'll tell you what, when I found out I was going on a vacation where I had to drive 2.5 hours to a beach one day, I was so pissed off. I was like, I got to fucking drive. But guess what? It was a tiny European car that was a stick shift. I was like, oh, fuck yeah. I was going Mario Kart mode. I was putting the hammer down. It was so fun, Russell. And Russell, listen, would I respect the wishes of my family instead of doing a bit? No, of course I would.
No,
okay, the bit lasts forever. Okay, my family, eventually half these guys are going to move out. Now, okay.
Rob, one more question.
Yes.
If the four of us are driving down some terrifying hill in Italy, where are the four of us sitting in a 4-person vehicle? Who's sitting where? Who's driving? Who's sitting where?
I think I'm driving.
Oh, over Matt? Are you fucking crazy?
And I gotta say, of course. And I gotta say,
God,
I think
no way.
I think Matt's up front with the map. Okay, and I think Aaron. Russell, I think you're sitting behind the driver. You know what I mean?
Oh, man.
If not on the hump. You might be on the hump in the middle. We might make you sit on the hump in the middle. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Now, listen, Russell.
Yeah.
When it comes to albums that have Femme Fatale on it that were actually released, who did it better?
Beck did it better.
Nice job. Oh, Dana. A lot of people think this is a highlight on the album.
I enjoyed this one. You know what?
Yeah.
One thing, my favorite thing on the album, there's this piano in the background once in a while that I kind of enjoyed. I like the piano on it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll tell you what.
I hear it there, yeah. That's the Memphis coming through.
Don't you think, Aaron?
Yeah, like a little bit of barroom kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Russell, well, here, let's just get into this. Now, Russell, this next one, it might surprise you. This is a bit of a sad song. It's called Holocaust.
You can't put this on an album.
Okay. Now, you listen to this and you wonder, why wasn't this album released? Well, it turns out there's actually quite a few albums that aren't released at first and then are released later. So you know what I did, Russell? I thought to myself, why not make a little
the
list?
list is pivoting far enough.
Why not make a list of Russell? We're ignoring that last song, okay? Why not make a list? Oh, Matt left of albums that were shelved and then eventually released. But here's the thing: I ordered this list on the number of years between when it was shelved and when it was released. So we're going to start
when it was recorded to released.
Yep. So we're going to start with an album that was recorded in '69 but released in 1970. Okay, and of course it was "Let It Be" by the Beatles, where instead they did "Get Back," the Get Back project. Well, of course, here we have "Let It Be."
Beatles are so good. Upstairs roommate's been listening to a lot of the music recently, and she's been picking top 500 albums. I asked her the other day, she wanted to listen to these good music, and I said, well, are you listening to them on vinyl? She goes, oh, no, I'm just pulling them up on my phone. And I was like, God damn it. Does no one have respect for any audio fidelity here?
It's terrible.
That would be a tough one for me.
Imagine not respecting the songs.
Aaron's speed. One of your best parodies ever, Rob.
Good one.
Thank you very much.
So good.
In 1987, the Black Album was recorded. Okay. And then shelved by a guy named Prince because Prince
made a Black Album?
He made a Black Album. It was in the warehouse. There were 1 million copies all pressed in the warehouse. A week before release, he pulls it because he was doing drugs and felt really bad, and he figured out the album had a spiritually evil energy. So he said, we cannot release the album. So here's When Two Are in Love. It was eventually released in 1994, so 7 years later.
7 years?
Yeah. Imagine thinking this album is spiritually evil.
Right?
Crazy.
Here's the biggest problem I have. This song is better than the best song on this album we're listening to.
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
This is Russell, this Big Star is an influential album. We've talked about it. It's an influence album. It's a Rolling Stone.
You know what the word is I read? You know how I knew this was going to be bad?
What's that?
It was called, not camp. Hold on, let me find the word.
Camp would be a good way to describe it, though. It's true. Next up, well, Russell looks for the word he's thinking of. This album was recorded in 1967 after Bob Dylan gets in a motorcycle crash. It's the Basement Tapes, never meant for release. They're released 8 years later.
8 years.
This is the Basement Tapes by Bob Dylan. I Shall Be Released here. So 8 years between recording and release. And that's Bob Dylan. That's kind of crazy to me.
I kind of want to listen to this. I could do this. Rob, the word I was looking for, which Matt will appreciate, this is a cult album. Cult album.
Yeah. Bad sign.
However, this has nothing on our next album, Russell. This next album, recorded in 1975, released in 2020, 45 years later.
Wow.
Neil Young said this album was too personal. Here's Love is a Rose.
Wow.
Off of Homegrown. Finally released in 2020, probably on the Pono player. He probably released this on that Pono player. Aaron, where's your Pono player right now?
What's a Pono player?
You care about audio fidelity and you don't even know what a Pono player is? It was Neil Young's iPod that he designed and made. It only played FLAC. It only played lossless audio.
He does still the Neil Young archive still allows you to listen to stuff in high fidelity audio.
Yeah. Look up Pono. You know what? Let's see what a Pono player is going on.
Neil Young. His voice is pretty perfect.
Okay, eBay Pono. Pono player. There it is right there. Let's see what it costs.
It exists.
All they have is My Little Pony stuff. Jeez, no Pono players on eBay. That's one of the saddest things I've ever seen. And then finally, the king of albums that were shelved and then released later, recorded in 1967, released in 2011, 54 years later, Smile by the Beach Boys. Now, they did release one single to show that this single was made to show that they could actually make a good album. The single off this album,
everyone knows this one.
But the album, Mike Love hates the lyrics. Mike Love is such a prick. He hates the lyrics from this album. Of course, we know that what's his name went into a huge spiral. What was his name? Brian Wilson. I have a music podcast. I can't remember Brian Wilson. And the album never got released. Of course, there is a great one on Smile where there's an outtake where they're all fighting with each other, which is quite fun to listen to. But folks, those are the best albums that were shelved and then later released.
Rob, when I hear that song, Good Vibrations, I just go out and start making full court outlet passes. Kevin loves that.
Yes. Oh,
wow.
Love that.
Was that the music to his tape?
I think so.
Oh my God. This is how long we've been doing this podcast. I knew what you were referencing, even though I had no idea.
The basketball movies, Matt knows.
Kangaroo. Now, if you listen, there's some kettle drums here. And the timpani player is credited as Jim Dickinson. Well, who's Jim Dickinson? Jim Dickinson played in Memphis when a little band called the Yardbirds came through and recorded this song. Right. Train Kept a Rollin', famously covered by Aerosmith. I did not know this was the original version, by the way.
Wow.
And guess who's playing guitar here? Guess who's playing guitar here, Russell?
Who is it?
Jeff Beck.
Oh, there we go.
And it turns out that Jim Dickinson not only played drums on this, he played piano on Wild Horses by Rolling Stones. But Russell, when it comes to Jim Dickinson playing songs that are actually good, who did it better?
Jeff Beck.
Jeff Beck.
Now, if only I could find that actress from Iowa that was in that play, I could do all the Becks together. Stroke It, Noel. I'm telling you, this is a waltz that has a violin. The player's named Noel, so that's why he's saying Stroke It, Noel. I think this is a beautiful song.
Stay clear of the street.
Hang on. Now I got to hear the waltz.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Can you sing?
I think this is a beautiful song.
I don't disagree, but I don't know if I hear the waltz.
But here's the problem. You can't tell me this is beautiful.
Rob, what's the takeaway from this album? Like,
here's
how would
the
you
takeaway.
describe it in 1 sentence?
Here's the takeaway. You have this song, the last song, Kangaroo. Listen to what he did at the end of this song. I just heard this in the car today. Listen to this. It's terrible. How?
What
the fuck is going on?
The coin from the Flaming Lips. It sounded like the Flaming Lips to me. Like you can hear, like you can draw a line from this band. So many
I
bands.
hear what you're
I'm
saying.
telling you.
And it ain't no jelly, ain't no jam.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
This album isn't very good, but it's one that Rolling Stone's editors can show that they're smarter than the rest of us, Russell.
Yes.
That's 100% what it is. For you, okay?
Cult classic.
It's a cult classic.
More tracks.
And unfortunately, we're not in the cult.
Get Matt's come back next week at this point.
Russell, we're in the cult where we're getting like branded. We're not having the fuck fest. You know what I mean? We're in the bad part of the
As
cult.
long as nothing's getting chopped off, I could be in the cult.
You
Any
can't
sort
have
of mutilation, I'm out.
Can't have me. Falls apart at the end, this album, I think.
Let's move it
Nighttime.
through these. Let's move it. These guys didn't care about it. We don't care. Move it through.
I'm going as fast as I can, Russell. Blue Moon, but not the one you're thinking of.
Blue moon.
Now, he wrote this song for his girlfriend.
You saw me standing away.
Oh, this is Elliott Smith. Listen to this one.
He wrote this for his girlfriend, Lisa Eldridge. She sang on this album, and he deleted all of her parts. So, you know what I mean? Like, hey, this song's for you, by the way. Remember all that shit you did? It wasn't good enough. I deleted it.
Rob, it'd be like if you took like your family photo albums and went and deleted Jenny out of all the pictures.
That would be a rough photo album. And then finally, Take Care. It's the last song Big Star ever made, so let's just listen for a little bit. All right, good enough. All right, let's get into our favorite part of the show, the rating system. Now
it's time for everybody's favorite part of the show.
is this album,
The patented and very popular Beck
is this a Rolling Groan, a Rolling Bone,
rating
or a
system.
Rolling Well Toned? Okay, I can't even make a joke about it. All right. What do we think? Big Star, Third, Sister Lover. Aaron, what do we do with this thing?
I don't know, man. It's a Rolling Groan. There's stuff on here I think I like. I am going to listen to the Jesus song every Christmas now.
Yes.
Christmas season. But there's a lot of stuff on here I don't need to hear again. I don't totally get it. I'll give it a Rolling Groan.
All right. Russell, Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Bone, Rolling Groan.
You know what? I didn't hate all of it, but it just has no business being on a list like this. I'm not even saying I wouldn't listen to it again.
Yeah.
But if the first 280 whatever albums didn't exist in the world, the fuck if you're going to tell me this is the greatest album music could produce. Like, this needs to be behind everything Aretha Franklin's ever done. It needs to be behind everything. You can pick 50 bands that have their worst album is better than this. This has no business being on the list. This is Rolling Stone being arrogant and, hey, we know better than you guys. Get the fuck out of here. This is Rolling Grow. This has no business being on the list.
This is the first one where I felt mad. You know what I mean? Like, I had to listen to this, and it made me mad. It made me mad that we were subjected to this so early on the list.
Matt was texting this, and I think the way I was understanding Matt's text is Matt was waiting for a moment on this album to be amazed. There's not a one moment on this album that amazes you. And to me, there's so many albums we've listened to so far. There's, even if it's not your thing, there's something that amazes you or grabs you or pulls you in. I don't know what that is here. Get the fuck out. No way. This is bullshit.
And it's so strange because I think if you listen to the first Big Star album first and then this one, you at least have context. It's Matt, Rolling Well Toned, Rolling Bone, or Rolling Groan. And you can say whatever you want.
Russell said it perfectly. You know, in 2012, they had this as the 449th greatest album of all time.
You agree.
Right? Like, okay, you're going to start hiding stuff down in the 450s to 500. Fine, that's where it belongs. So if this needs to be on the list, which I don't think it needs to be on the list, but if it needs to be on the list, it's got to be buried down there towards the end of the list. Yeah. And Rob, for God's sake, you cannot tell us we're wrong. We are not wrong on this one.
No one's wrong this time.
On any album, we are not wrong on this one. For God's sake, don't say it. Don't
It'd be like if you go from like, let's say like if you're a basketball fan,
okay,
and you list George Gervin as like the number 70th greatest player of all time, and then 10 years from now, you jump him from 70 to 25.
Yeah.
No, you can't. There's no reason for
this
that.
Is like
jump,
Sean
right?
Bradley. Hey, Sean Bradley's a top 50 player of all time.
No,
just because he's 7'6". No,
you're right, man.
Right. Yeah. How did this jump 200 spots when other new
Slam it,
stuff
Rob?
has been
Slam
better?
it. We're all right.
Unfortunately, you guys are incorrect. This gets a rolling post-separation.
Separation.
Yeah, this album post-separation. Okay. This album came out after the band broke up for a long time, and then everybody realized how good it was, even though a lot of people in the group thought it wasn't good enough. But one genius persevered and made it work, and that's why I'm thinking about leaving my family and moving to Memphis. Next up, we have an album that has a lot of my wife just gave me a big thumbs up out the door. I don't know what that's about. She must be listening to BeckDidItBetter.com and heard something else. We have an album. Oh, by the way, can I just say this? I have shown a couple people BeckDidItBetter.com. The response is less good than when I talk about the podcast. Not one person has said, "Oh, that's cool. Oh, that's neat. How did you do that?" Like that seems.
Hey, hold on. There's robsbets.com. There's What other websites do we not know, or do I not know about?
Yeah, how much of my info is out there without me?
What else is there?
Well, there's BeckWithHeavyHangers.com, but that's one I'm still working on. That's more the conceptual.
Heavy hangers.
Yeah, that's more the conceptual phase. Okay.
Yeah.
Next up, we have an album that has a lot of lyrics like "bing a dong a ding a dang a ding a ding dong" and another song called "I Like Dirt," and we're gonna love it way more than this album. I hate this podcast. Next week we've got Red Hot Chili Peppers with "Californication."
Oh, nice.
When you want to hear about the greatest albums of all time, but you're just too lazy to look it up online.
Been a long time since we've heard this theme, guys.
Sounds great. You do a great job.
No, you already insulted me, Russell. You know I don't take very well. You know how I feel about insults of any kind.
Beck did it better.
Okay, real quick. Let's just tune back in. Let's see what's going on.
It was this big court decision where they said moral rights are not an actual thing that we're going to acknowledge in the.
Oh my God, this podcast.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. What are we doing?
Rob, can we delete the website?
Are we doing?
Hey, who tuned in to listen to Russ talk about Supreme Court decisions?
Moral rights.
Yeah.
I want to see Beck with heavy hangers. Oh, you know what? I had a joke earlier I totally forgot about. World Cup. I mean, how big are those nuts?
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be at BeckDidItBetter.com at some point.
It's like we didn't miss any weeks.
Just picked up wherever we left
Back in the
off.
flow.
Yeah.